to make the necessary announcements. I'm sure that we'll all be happy that this development did not go to waste, and that this development will be revived to add to the housing stock that the Republic of Ghana desperately needs. Thank you very much, sir, and you're welcome once again. I'll call Mr. Kojo Eduhene to take over from here as a partner and developer.
Thank you, Madam Partner. Yes, we are the developers, and everybody's been wondering when or what's happening to Saglemi, and that's the reason why we invited the president to come and see what we are doing. But let me start with the end, and then I'll work my way to the beginning. Mr. President, we assure you that by the end of March 2027, we will have 700 units ready. And I say to everyone, take me at my word. I'm saying this publicly. And if you want to buy the houses now, please, the Honorable Deputy Minister has offered, thank you, Madam Deputy Minister, has offered to be our agent. Sorry, that's a joke. I mean, no, but what we want to say is that we're ready to sell. And then by the end of 2027, we'll have all of the 1,500 units ready. We've got all the things we need on its way. We're doing all the clearing. We're doing all the underground cabling. The biggest problem this place has had has been water, supply of water. We're going to the north, you see an overhead tank coming up, and it's enough to supply water for all of this place. We also have internet connection coming here, okay? What a lot of you don't know is that Google has landed in Ghana, and they are in Dawa. And we are already laying a cable from Google, from Dawa to Saglemi. Every house will be connected by fiber. Every house. So if you're here and you want to talk to the security, you will have an internal phone system. I am not just saying this. I want you to take me at my word and hold me to it, okay? So, and then the last thing I was just saying to His Excellency the President is that we're going to build a railway line. I mean, it's been talked about. After all, if you're here and you work in Tema, you want to be able to just go to the station and take the railway line there, over there. We're building the railway line not just for Saglemi, but for the Dawa Industrial Zone. We have the workers at Ashiaman and Afieya and all of those places. We want them to not move and have shanty houses or slum houses, to live in their own houses and take the rail and come here. It is possible, and we're going to make it happen. Thank you, Mr. President.
Because it's connected to your audio. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, thank you. Sit down. I guess you have all heard the good news, and so I'm not going to overemphasize what has been said. You can see the beautiful montage behind me. This is how it's going to look when you come back at the end of next year. As the developer said, 700 units by March next year will be able to commission, and another 1,000, actually total of 1,500 by end of next year, by December next year. This was a vision that was started by Professor Atta Mills, and I came and continued it. Unfortunately, when government changed hands, there were some issues, legal issues, and the new government said they wanted to investigate. And so in the meantime, the project stalled. Now, the unfortunate thing that happened was, looters came in and stole everything, the cables, the wash basins, the baths, all the fittings, electricals, bulbs. They even took the telecom cables from underground and pulled them away and took them. And so they just left an empty shell. And eventually, the government agreed that the private sector should partner to finish it, and LMI were chosen to do it. You can see what it's going to look like when this place is finished. It's going to be a very conducive housing estate for occupation. The good thing is, if people don't register fast enough, you see all these industries here, all the way to Tema, those in the industrial area, Dawa industrial area, they will snap up all the houses for their workers. But they are available for people who want to move with their families here. And so when the portal is open to register those who are interested in purchasing houses, I'm sure that many Ghanaian workers and other persons who want to live in a beautiful estate like this would register. All the things that were said are going to happen, because I visited the water treatment plants when I came to cut sort for the solar plants. The industrial park is just next door, and it has a whole water treatment plant which produces more water than the industrial park needs. So some of the extra water is going to be supplied to this estate, and the rest of the extra water is actually going to be piped to the Tema industrial area in a collaboration with Ghana Water and Sewerage Company Limited. So there are very good things happening in this corridor. Happily, government is dualizing the road from here to Aflao. The first phase is being worked on. The second phase from Central University is just being awarded. And so you would have a fast road link. You also have, like he said, a rail link. The rail link will carry not only humans, but for the industries in the industrial park, their containers and other things from the Tema port will come by the rail line. And so this is going to be a very major industrial and residential corridor. But the good thing is, it ties into the new city concept that we're talking about, because the new city is just stretching up from here through Bundase, where the military firing range used to be, all the way to the Volta Lake. And so that is the concept of the new city. So Saglemi fits into it very nicely. The Dawa Industrial Park fits into it very nicely. And I'll just congratulate the partnership between the Water Resources Works and Housing Ministry and the private developer. It is my hope that we'll congregate here after Christmas, just around the Easter, to commission the first set of houses and hand them over. And then after that, at the end of the year in December, we'll come again to finish the rest of the 1,500. If you remember, this was conceptualized as a residential estate with 5,000 housing units. The first phase was the 1,500. And so we're sure that by December next year, that first phase of 1,500 would have been delivered. And then work would have started on the extra 3,500 housing units. The good thing too is that there are several organizations that have mortgages and loans to help those who want to own these homes. And so Home Ownership Fund and several financial institutions are ready to give the 10% deposit as loans and arrange a mortgage for people who want to buy the houses, and then you spread the payments over an agreed period of time with very low interest rates so that you can own the house yourself. This is a new vision that we have in terms of making Ghanaian homeowners, in order that we can reduce the frustration Ghanaians face in terms of paying rentals of 2 years rent advance, 1 year rent advance. If we're able to provide more affordable and social housing, and more Ghanaians own their own homes, then it will ease the pressure on the rental market, so that people can get, those who cannot afford to buy homes can rent at least at better terms instead of the 2 years and 1 year rent advance that they are forced to put up. The law says you shouldn't pay more than 6 months of rent advance. But unfortunately, both tenant and landlord refuse to go and report when they are breaking the law. And so you cannot enforce the 6 month, not more than 6 months rental advance. And so we're looking forward to this. This is not going to be the last. We have a big housing program coming out, and it will be announced by the finance minister in the new budget. Already the Works and Housing Ministry is working on the district housing scheme. The finance minister provided 500 million cedis in this year's budget. And so this year, they'll start rolling out some of those district houses in selected districts. And there again, it will be the beginning of a new housing vision that this government wants to roll out over the next 4 years. And so let me thank you very much. Let me thank the workers of LMI, the management, and we trust your word. And so next year we're going to come here in March, and I'm sure that you would have lived up to your promise. Thank you.